All right. Here we go. Gonna wait for a few more people to jump on in. Then we'll get it cracking. All right. What's happening, people? What is happening? Welcome to the PORCHLyTE podcast with the Messiah of Xbox as we wrap up the weekend's gaming news. I'm shout out to everybody that's been just gaming hardcore. I know I've been on this Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've been on it hardcore pretty much all weekend, having a good time with it. Fun game. If you like the Rise of the Tomb Raider, you'll like this Tomb Raider. And, you know, so it seems like it's wrapping up the series really nice. You can kind of tell this is Lara Croft's swan song, so to speak. And really cool about the Mayans and, you know, the alignment of the planets and things like that. It's a cool story. It's cool. So, but, you know, they needed some help. I mean, I don't know why the Mayans down there are speaking perfect English, but they are. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. But I want to talk about the sales because apparently, let me just tell you how bad. And shout out to PorterRock77 because he made a good point today. It was an easy point, but I'm taking it to heart. Apparently, there's been a whisper campaign online on Twitter about the PlayStation community hating Tomb Raider. Okay, let's just get that out of the way up front. Let's just man up about it. The PlayStation community is allegedly hating on Tomb Raider. Now, I don't know why. Tomb Raider was a staple PlayStation game. I mean, you go way back. I mean, I didn't play Tomb Raider. I think it was on PlayStation 1. Shout out to my boy Bill Logan. Love Tomb Raider. But for somehow people in the PlayStation community are hating this game. But I wanted to show you how much hate there was. So shout out to a games industry biz, and shout out to the Supersonic Wolf for posting this on the Twitter machine. So apparently the Shadow of the Tomb Raider Week 1 sales. Now we got to understand that the week for Tomb Raider started on Tuesday. Remember, you had Tuesday we had the early launch. And this is why this is being counted. And then we have the weekend numbers. Okay? So, and these are from the United Kingdom. These are not from the United States. So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Week 1 sales are 25% higher than its predecessor, 2015 Rise of the Tomb Raider. However, Rise was an exclusive to the Xbox platforms at the time. So let's start and talk right there. It says, whereas Shadow is a full multi-platform release. So why do you all think that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a full multi-plat release versus an exclusive release exclusive to the Xbox? Okay, now remember, for full disclosure and accuracy, Rise of the Tomb Raider opened opposite Fallout 4. Okay, Fallout 4 came out. It was a Tuesday, and they both launched. I still, to this day, don't understand why they launched Rise of the Tomb Raider that day. But, okay. But I believe it is because Rise of the Tomb Raider did not do well financially on the Xbox. They had real bad sales. So this time they were like, we fuck that. We ain't doing that shit this time. Okay. They basically said, we're not doing it. We're going to put it out on every platform. All right. Now that's my opinion. Somebody else has a different opinion. Just direct message me and let me know. All right. Now it says, compared to the first Tomb Raider reboot in 2013, first week sales are more than 70% down. Down, not up, down. Of course, these charts don't factor in digital sales, and digital is understood to be taking a larger percentage of the box market compared within 5 years ago. Nevertheless, it's not a huge week one for Lara Croft. 63% of launch sales. Now, this is physical media, came on PS4, whereas Xbox One accounted for the remaining 37%. So they're not counting PC at all. But PC, I assume, is digital. But this is physical. So Shadow of the Tomb Raider debuted at number 2, which means Spider-Man retains its number 1 spot for the second week. Impressively, the Sony game week 2 sales are just down 42%. Now, if this was a movie, being down only 42% is phenomenal, because usually movies drop at about 60 to 65%. This is only at 42. So compared to its launch week, and it's already on the brink of eclipsing the sales of the last big PS4 exclusive, God of War, box sales only. Again, they're not talking about, digital sales. So let me make that clear. So there's a new game at number 3 in the form of NBA 2K19. Now that's the game I've not heard people talking about. The 2K title charts a place lower than last year's entry. The sales are identical. Pretty much it says 33%, and it's physical, 33% were on PS4. And, we're split, looks like, it says 65% of this. I'm sorry, 65% of sales of NBA were on PS4, 65%. 33% of Xbox were on Xbox One and 2% on the Switch. So, it is what it is. So, and then the Elder Scrolls broke into the top 10. So it is what it is. Dragon Quest is apparently it's down. Oh my God, it's down 29%. Good Lord. But needless to say, there is no hate for Tomb Raider. But what I found out today was that you got a bunch of dishwashers, bedwetters, and Niflons online talking about, Tomb Raider being hated on by the PlayStation community. But let me tell you why. It is because because there are no games on the Xbox. Okay, no games on the Xbox. There are people, not all, let me clean that up. There are people treating Tomb Raider like a friggin' exclusive game. They are literally treating this like an exclusive game, even though it is on 3 platforms, well, 2 extra platforms. It is a true multi-plat. The only platform it's not on right now is the Switch, and who knows? They may try to put it on there. But ultimately, this shows you the desolate place that these bedwetters are in. And it's amazing how this has come to fruition. So, so I gave a big thing. I shouted out Matt's Gaming because he is going to now start doing videos based on what the Xbox One S is doing and the PS4 Slim. Now, why is he going to do that? Because the PS4 Slim and the Xbox One S are the biggest selling consoles on the planet Earth right now. Right now, those are the 2 leading platformers, okay? Are the 2 leading. Not the Xbox X and the Pro. Now, here recently, in the last 4.5 weeks, the Pro is that's the end of the game. The Pro is selling more. I mean, it's sold out. You can't find it in a lot of places. I know in my city, I went to Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. Oh, do I have a Best Buy TV story for you? Oh my goodness gracious. So, but anyway, there are people literally treating Tomb Raider like a exclusive game. I mean, I've not ever seen anything like this before, but this is a mental. This shows you how bad Sony has beaten them down this generation. This really shows you how bad this has been for the Xbox community, because it is. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. So, I mean, maybe one of you all has, but this is the first time I can recall, and I've been playing games since the late 70s. Because it used to be, you know, if you had a, like, all right, I had a, my friend Rodney had a ColecoVision, and I had an Atari 2600. So if I wanted to play ColecoVision games, I had to go across the street to Rodney's house. You know what I'm saying? So, and vice versa. That's the way it used to be. There weren't games available on the ColecoVision that were available on the Atari, and vice versa. So you had to just go and play with the other person. Then later on, years go by, blah, blah, blah. I get more into PC gaming. I'm playing games like Police Quest and Space Quest and stuff like that. Dr. J and Larry Bird go one-on-one. Everybody else is playing console games. And I'm like, well, why? I mean, it's PC. You know, I'm playing Flight Sim, stuff like that. But I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, this whole notion. It's all right. So you have 4 consoles out. This is, let me remind, or 5 with the Switch. Xbox One S is the biggest selling console for the Xbox. Okay, it is sold more than the OG Xbox. It is it's the biggest selling console for the Xbox. Yet these bedwetters act like this console don't exist. So when you look at multi-plat games, they are running horribly on the Xbox One S. Battlefield 5 is garbage on the Xbox One S. Runs bad, looks bad. It is 900 and something P on the PlayStation 4. I don't even think they got it to 1080p on the PlayStation 4. So, but you don't hear people talking about that because they've been beaten down so bad. And they caused this themselves. They're the ones that went to become resolution warriors, I call them. These resolution warriors cannot defend the Xbox One S. So they try to default to the X. But have you ever seen in your entire life a group of bedwetters that are trying to claim a game is exclusive, and it's not exclusive? I mean, this is incredible. I mean, you should have seen some of the tweets today. You should have seen some of the tweets today from these Niflons. I mean, it was incredible. Yeah, the almighty Spartan God. Then, but that's physical sales only in the UK. That is physical sales only in the UK. So, you know, just it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. So, I mean, it is really sad, but see, Porter Rock made a good point this afternoon. He was saying that it's to the point now where you do not, what's going on, Playbox Gaming? Is this Crydown 3? No, this is not Crackdown 3. It is to a point where PlayStation, you don't even need to engage these guys anymore. I mean, they're just a bunch of bedwetting simps at this point. They have been reduced down to 0. I mean, less than 0. You know, they can't be saved by 0, you know. So, you know, it's just, I've never seen anything like this before. So, what's going on, Chili Hog? So, the Pro sold out. Yeah, the Pro is sold out. I have no idea, at least in my city, in my hub. And there's a Walmart, a Target, and a Best Buy. Well, let me tell you the Best Buy story. Okay, first things first. If you are looking for a TV, Sony's got a 43-inch 800E. Let me have to get that right. They have a 43-inch 800E. This is going to run $650 to the end of the year. Black Friday, it may be cheaper. It may drop to $499 on Black Friday. So this for everybody to know. The new Samsung TVs, the NUs, NU7, NU8, they don't have HDR on them. They've got fake HDR. So the NU7000 is HDR compatible. So they do not buy the NU7000, okay? It is HDR compatible. You're going to get a dog shit picture. I can't believe they did this. So, and even the NU8000, it doesn't have HDR on it. You don't get HDR in Samsung now till you hit the Q series. I shit you not. So I'm talking about the NU. So if you can find a KU or an MU in Samsung, get in the 7000, get those. Do not buy, do not, NOT, buy these NUs. N is in North. Stay away from those, okay? They want you to get a Q series TV for Samsung to get. I mean, I'm telling you right now. So if you are looking for a 4K TV, 800E for Sony, $650. That's the best buy right now. Now that is a 43-inch screen TV. It is a gorgeous TV. It is gorgeous. So, just it is what it is. So, but I've not seen anything like this before. Has anybody seen where it's got to a point where there's nothing else left to talk about? So one, they're making up lies about people hating Tomb Raider, because that makes no sense to me, because Tomb Raider, as I remember it, has always been on the PlayStation. Has always been on PlayStation. There's never not ever been a Tomb Raider on the PlayStation. So it's one of the staple franchises, like the guy was saying on Twitter. So why would they even say something like this? So I stand by what I said about how I think the Xbox community, they're so down because there isn't a whole lot to play. They're just lashing out at people. They are just lashing out. What's going on, Ian? They're just lashing out. So yeah, I'm enjoying Tomb Raider too. What's going on, Savage Uger? So, but I've not seen anything like this before in my life. But I'm asking people right now, today at 7:40. Let me turn on football night, because I don't know who is playing tonight. Does anybody know who's playing tonight? Before I throw my food in the oven. There we go. So, well, they've cut their throat. I mean, I'm not saying this to be funny, but I'm asking people from now on, just do not engage. I mean, if you see somebody online making a stupid ass fanboy statement, I don't care if it's an Xbox guy, a Sony guy, a Nintendo guy, whatever you want to call, PC guy, just do not engage with them at all. Because this is a fan base. I'm talking about the Xbox people. This is a fan base that is just, they're out of control with this. They're just mad. I mean, at this point, they are mad. Spider-Man has driven them crazy. It has driven them crazy. I mean, I was playing Tomb Raider today, and she was just floating through the air. She literally was just floating through the air because I missed the jump, which, you all saw me doing that yesterday. I missed some jumps. I did it on the Xbox. And instead of her just falling, she floated in the air, like was just floating. And I'm like, well, I don't have the ability. I'm not going to take a picture of this and put it on Twitter, because that's exactly what people are. That's the problem right now. People have stopped enjoying playing the games because they're too busy trying to tear the game down. It's been happening this entire generation with the PlayStation games. The Xbox community is mad they don't have those games, so they immediately go to tear them down. Well, look, I'm telling you right now, if I could have screenshotted what was happening to me and then sent it to somebody and said, here, put this on Twitter, Twitter would have blown up today. Twitter would have blown up today with this picture, because all this talk about the power of the X and these games, like I said, Digital Foundry said there was screen tearing on the Xbox version. They said it was frame rate drops. They were worse on the Xbox version. And I can attest to that because I played the PlayStation version yesterday. No issues with frame rate at all. None, at least not where I was playing at. The Xbox version, constantly frame rate dropping. Again, it's the way the game is. Okay, which I don't mind it because it's a console. If I wanted consistent frame rate and this was a PC and I was dropping frames, I'd be like, what the hell's going on? So Laura Cross Black Chest needs to go. Man, y'all are terrible. So they're just retarded. I mean, they are retarded. But yeah, I did not take screenshots of it. So, but people can just go back and look at it. But I'm enjoying the game. So, but I am asking people from now on, just do not engage with these suckers, okay? And that's what they are. They're a bunch of suckers. They're a bunch of dishwashers. So just leave them to their own fruition, okay? We all know that, yeah, they are talking about a racing game being game of the year. Now, I don't care that they're saying that, but look at why they're saying it. Because what else do they have that could be game of the year? Sea of Thieves came out, okay? Which Call It came out. State of Decay 2 came out. So what else do they have that could be, I mean, considered game of the year? So they're like, oh, 4 is a 4, even though it's been downgraded. It has been downgraded. I mean, you know, it does not look like what we saw at E3. But everything at E3 confirmed at this point was running on a dev kit for the Xbox. All of it. So that's why that box was white and black or black and white or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, what's the appeal? Oh, what's the appeal of Tomb Raider? It's just the way, you know, they rebooted the series, and it's not like it's a bad series. It's just people are comparing it to Uncharted, and that's unfair to Tomb Raider. Uncharted's a better game. It doesn't mean Tomb Raider's terrible, though. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Uncharted has better characters. Uncharted has, I mean, they're fleshed out. The characters are more fleshed out. Lara Croft is A and B. She has no C. Whereas at least Nathan Drake had a fleshed out story. The characters around Nathan Drake are fleshed out. This dude is with Laura. I guess like I said, he's supposed to be like her conscience or something like that. So it's just she don't have a personality. So that's just reality. So, all right, if there's a racist in the chat, then get him out. So, so 63% of the sales. Yeah, well, that was physical sales in the UK. That doesn't include digital sales. It doesn't include Australia, you know, United States, Japan, you know, all the other places, Brazil, Central America. It doesn't include all that. So, but, you know, that's what I'm saying. You all have got to let this go because they are getting to a point. They are literally getting to a point where they're just literally going crazy at this point. Like, shout out to Porter Rock, like he was saying, just don't even engage with these bedwetters anymore. I mean, you know, look, yeah, it's a blanket statement. Let's not compare them to burn victims. They are burned, but they are burned because the Xbox did not deliver. So let's look at the let's talk about the Subor Z, which was unveiled. But let's look at the now. Check out I got the link in the description, and so check out what this thing has in it. So you all can tell me if this thing can do 4K 60 on AAA games. AAA does not mean big. AAA means high demanding game. I found that out today. AAA just means it's a high demanding game. Okay, so the Subor Z has a quad-core Ryzen CPU. I'm sorry, has a quad-core Ryzen CPU at 3 gigahertz. Now, I don't even know what that is a test to. Hit the like button, people. Like button's right there on your left-hand side. Right there, easy shit. So it has a Radeon Vega GPU at 1.3 gigahertz with 24 CUs. That means compute units. Capable of 4 T-flops. So if it's capable of 4 T-flop, what does that mean? And somehow it can run shit at 4K 60. So it has 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM, 256 GBps. I have no idea what that means. It's got Windows 10, and the CPU and GPU are integrated into one chip. So can somebody explain to me why this thing, which on paper is weaker than a Pro, but it has the ability to play 4K 60? Now, can somebody please in the chat explain that to me? So I need to know, okay, before we get to the big steak and potato here. So, so I need answers. I mean, anybody that's supposed to be tech driven in there. So, as a better CPU. All right, so that quad, that let me see here. That let's talk about Janai Gavankar. Okay, that's fine with me. She's fine. I mean, that's a fine looking woman right there. I mean, that's all I can say. All right, so the quad core Ryzen CPU, what is that like? Is that the 1500 series CPU? That's just it has a Zen APU. No, according to this, it's got a. Well, it's this. All right, so wait a minute. You're saying that there's other architecture within the APU. Okay. Open software. What's going on, Corey Massey? Corey Massey, this new, I need your help, bro. This, so first things first, shout out to Corey Massey, who has done such a good job terrorizing Matt's Gaming's comment section. They are now afraid when he comes up in there. I mean, he's like Darth Vader coming down the hallway in Rogue One with his lightsaber. So, but quad core Ryzen CPU at 3 gigahertz, and it has a Radeon Vega GPU. Talk about the new Subor Z. These are confirmed specs, by the way. With 24 CUs capable of 4 T-flops, 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. But somehow it can play games at 4K 60. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you know. So I need some help. I mean, I need help with this. And then my other one about PUBG. And somebody better get ready to answer the whole PUBG thing to the point where I will bring you on the podcast. I'll invite you on. And I'm just going to ask, why the hell is PUBG downgraded? But I need answers on this Subor Z. It can do 4K. Yes, according to Digital Foundry and according to PC World, it can do 4K 60. So there's no indication that the Subor. Well, according to them, it can. Now, can it do it on more demanding games? That's different. The Windows 10 OS is bottlenecking the GPU. Really? Really? But it says it can do 4K 60. So, oh yeah. Deadhead's an effing idiot, man. Just do not engage these dudes, man. I'm serious, man. So now, why in the world is this console capable of 4K 60, but the Xbox X is not? Yeah, it does have the Ryzen CPU. You're right about that. So, yeah, no, I agree. Windows 10 is trash. I prefer Windows 7. So, you know, but is this, can this console do 4K 60? So, who is saying somebody is racist? Seriously. So, damn, everybody's in there speaking a different language. I can't read that. Yeah, I liked Windows 7 more because Windows 8 was trash. It was straight trash. But seriously, Subor Z, is anybody? I'm going to buy this console if it comes to the United States and it's got AAA support. I really want to buy this thing because it basically is a gaming computer, is what they call it. They say it's a PC. And that thing looks sweet. It's got a bunch of vents on it, too. I mean, it is sweet looking. So, Xbox has a shit CPU. Yeah, I think, yeah, I've heard it's bad. So, I assume that is Japanese. So, you know. So, all right, spell my name in that language you just did, Savage Uger, and then send it to me. So if somebody can, yeah, send that to me. That would be pretty cool. So, but all right, so that's it. It's got a quad core Ryzen CPU. So when's it come to the United States? I don't know. I don't know. It's just now in China. Now Digital Foundry has it. They've got it. They broke it down. They have not put any games on it yet. because that's what everybody's waiting on. So, okay, well, 182, I've not seen him say that in my chat, so you all need to knock it off. I'm the first one to say get the effing races out of here. But I've not seen that in my chat, so knock it off. 6 months? Maybe. I mean, maybe. So, what's that? What'd you just put in there, Spartan God? That's Kanai Kanai. How come I only got 4 letters? I've only got 4 letters. So, I mean, look, like I said, when we get one more sub, somebody's going off the boat anyway. I mean, somebody's getting left off the island, whatever you want to call it. All right. So the OS is the full version of Windows 10 and the drivers are not optimized. All right. So, but can it do, but what about that Ryzen CPU? Is it capable of doing 4K? Oh, we got Cowboys and Giants tonight. Okay. I didn't know that. You know, well, I mean, you all know I'm going to be changing my mods on Wednesday. The mods will change on Wednesday. So everybody knows, the mods will change on Wednesday. Now, just to be clear, the church apostles, the ones that have donated money and have been on the podcast, they will stay mods. The rest of them are coming down now. So that's just the way I do it. And that doesn't mean somebody did something wrong. It just means I always flip it out. I've kept the same mods during summertime. So, so that's all good. It's all good. So, strong. I like it. But it says they can do 4K, so 60. So, all right, but that's the Subor Z. Right there are the, it will do everything in 4K. According to the spec line, it does. It's possible not every game. Yeah, I agree with that. They did say they haven't seen any AAA games on it yet. How about can it do 1440p 60 FPS locked with high settings? How about that? That's a basic question. Well, you spell, remember in English, the A always comes before I. The sound I always comes before I in English. So Richard Digital Foundation supports 4K. It doesn't mean, well, I agree with that. You're right. You're right. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. So yeah, it should do 4K. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 1440p 60. You all got to learn. 1444 60, 1444 60 is where the action is. Okay, that's where the action is. All right. So let's move on because I need a tech guy right now. Anybody? Well, wait a minute. The 2080 Ti has been delayed by 1 week. Okay, it's not coming out this week. It's coming out the following week. Okay, just so everybody knows, it's not coming out this week. It's coming out next week. So yes, with proper driver support, it can. All right, well that's cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm really interested in buying it. Shout out to the people here. All right, look, you all are lazy as hell because there are 40 people watching and there's only 14 likes. So you all need to hit the like button. It got delayed because of higher demand than expected. It got delayed because of higher demand as well. But you all need to hit the like button or I'm going to start singing friggin' Paul McCartney. You know, so yeah, again, it's in higher demand. And I was actually told to wait to buy the RAM because I went up to Best Buy today to check out the prices of RAM. And the guy said with that GPU coming in, everything on PCs is going to come down at least temporarily. So, you know, yeah, y'all need to hit that like button. I mean, goddamn, you know, y'all are just being lazy today. I don't know what's happening with you all. So you all need to wake up and smell the daggone coffee. You know, if not, I can always make this an Xbox podcast and what would be boring as hell, be sitting up here trying to damage control. But so all right, we're gonna move on. But the 2080 Ti is delayed, just so people know. Just so people know it. Okay. So but now I need a tech guy. I need a tech guy to explain to me why something that calls itself PUBG, okay, has been downgraded for the Xbox X. I don't want no fanboy bullshit in the chat on this one. I really need somebody to explain to me why they are having issues with this game when the game was actually put on the system in, was it November it came out? So why in the paper box? Yeah, exactly what it is. So why are they having problems with this game? I mean, I need a real answer, not no bullshit answer. Okay, not no fanboy answer at all. I've got my own fanboy answers for it. Why is PUBG, again, according to Windows Central, according to all outlets, being downgraded? So it for performance. I mean, can they give PUBG Viagra to make it perform better? I mean, what is going on with this? So I need help understanding why they have to truly downgrade a game. Now, this has been confirmed. So I don't want to hear people saying, you're bashing the Xbox. Yeah, no, I'm not. This has been confirmed. So why in the world are they downgrading the game? What's it run right now? I mean, what does it run? I mean, I don't understand this. So, you know, you could help. Well, all right, Charles Daniels. Why is PUBG, and this is for everybody in the chat, why is PUBG being downgraded on the Xbox One X when we were told no compromises, 4K, all this other stuff? Did we get lied to? Did we get lied to? Is what I'm asking. So, the game, to see if the game runs faster at 1080p. All right, well, what's it running now? What's it running now? And why is H1Z1 and Fortnite running 60 frames per second on the Pro? And, you know, and Aaron Greenberg put out something called 6 greater than 4, which, I mean, technically he's right, but that don't look good when something called PUBG is being downgraded because they can't, you know, simply because they're having issues. So PUBG on the One X uses the medium preset before the downgrade between 1800p and 4K. So they can't run this game at 1800p 60. Is it that demanding the game? The CPU can't handle it? Well, see, I heard PUBG is very CPU intensive. So that's what I've heard. I've heard all those games are. But why is H1Z1 60 frames per second then, or roughly right at 60? So, I mean, I understand the compromises. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a console. Of course there's going to be compromises. So, but that other game that's coming out that everybody played, is it Battlefield? Battlefield 5, that's 60. Or I think it is. And COD, Call of Duty is 60. So why is PUBG having issues here? So, you know, it was running near max on Xbox One X, okay. Treyarch had to do the same thing with COD Blackout. Look how bad that game looked. Had to be downgraded to hit a stable. All right, but what's it been downgraded? All right, but y'all don't understand this. If it's in beta mode, it can't be downgraded because it's a beta. Okay, so they're still working on the game. So technically, that's not been downgraded. PUBG came out September 1st or 2nd as a full game. Now, within 20 days, it's being pulled back for a downgrade. What the hell's going on? So, I mean, I'm just asking. So not locked 60 FPS in consoles for what? Oh, for Battlefield. Well, yeah, no. I know it's not locked, but I'm just saying, you know. You think it's because of, yeah, now the game is CPU intensive. That much I do know that much. So yeah, I do not know that. So Battlefield 5 operations and conquest will likely be locked at 45 FPS. Well, I mean, again, that's why I'm not buying it. Oh, Battlefield I am buying, but I'm just buying it for the campaign. The campaign's supposed to be real good. So Black Ops 4, it looks, yeah, I'll take your word for it, El Matador. I ain't playing it. And I think somebody sent me a code. I never got around to playing it. So yeah, X gonna give it to you. Yeah, it's gonna give me a downgraded PUBG. You know. So, well, I mean, again, so you all think it's okay, but then well, a console team works on more permanent solution for improved performance. Well, that's my thing. What is the performance right now? Why are they having issues when Fortnite runs 60 and so does H1Z1 and allegedly so does Battlefield and Call of Duty, give or take? So and the game had horrible pop-in issues. So around 24 to 30. Okay, so it does have FPS drops. Yeah, figured. Yeah, I understand that. So I mean, I just need help. I mean, I don't understand this. How are you going to put out the world's most powerful console at the time, and you're still having issues? You know, PUBG is more CPU dependent. Yeah, I understand that much of it. I get it. It depends more on the CPU. So, you know, but god damn it, why in the world is this happening? So, you know, I need answers. I got 2 dislikes. What the hell? Who disliked this thing? Who dislikes their Messiah? Well, that's okay. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to tell the truth. That's the main thing. You know. So same shit CPU, just a little bit more power. September 18th has a temporary fix to the frame rate issues. Oh, wow. So is the game just not working at all? Mm-hmm. The 6/4, yeah, when you can't run PUBG at optimal settings, optimal meaning 30 FPS. Maybe they should just make the game like I don't care if I'm Sony. I go to Bluehole and just say, look, just make our game 720p. I mean, you're just going to be running around shooting at shit. So what difference does it make? We just want it to work right. So, I mean, this is a disgrace. I mean, this console is a effing disgrace. So, I mean, you know, I mean, you know what? You got fanboys who are defending Shadow of the Tomb Raider, saying it pretty much is an exclusive game. We've got I mean, we got PUBG not working right. You now have another console out that plays games better, allegedly, is this other Chinese console. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider is hated so much by PlayStation people that it's the #1 selling game this week in well, it's the #2 game in Europe, #2. But it's still sold way more on the PlayStation. Man, these dudes got to get the F out of here, man. So Halo Storm. I mean, it's no longer the world's most powerful console because that Chinese console is more powerful. So it just is. It's got a more powerful CPU. It's more powerful. That's just the way it is. So Xbox has a more powerful GPU, but the CPU on this thing is a monster, apparently. So Xbox can keep PUBG. Blackout is going to kill that game on consoles. Really? You're a lot of people think that. So you really think Call of Duty is going to smash it then? Well, thanks, Ian. So a big shout out to Ian again for supporting the church. I do appreciate it, brother. The world's most powerful piece of shit. No, it's not a piece of shit. Come on now. Like I said, do not go into these fanboy things. You know, so it's just, you know, you got to be bigger than that. Let's be bigger. Has it ever ran properly? I don't know. Don't call me Danny. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's why I need some help with it because, first of all, it's called PUBG. So you would think automatically it's trash, but all right. But if it's the same game as H1Z1, why is H1Z1 running it close to 60 frames, whatever it is, and PUBG can't run 60 frames per second? I mean, I'm just, you know, I don't understand that. So now, if it kills PUBG, do you think it's going to kill H1Z1 as well and Fortnite? So, well, no, I'm not saying don't be a fanboy. I'm just simply saying that, I mean, I don't know how inciting shit is going to make it better. I mean, it's really gotten to the point where people are no longer enjoying the games. They are looking for flaws in games now. Okay, that's where things have gotten to. People are no longer enjoying the games. They're wanting to find things wrong with it to downplay the game because they don't have access to it. I'm just simply saying, don't become one of those clowns. Don't be the next Kid Smooth or Erica Cuts for the Win or Kofi. Don't turn into those cats. So 60 FPS zombies and an Xbox One X fully enhanced version. Yeah, PUBG is dead. Wow. All right, what about H1Z1? Are free games. You can kill something being given. Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. I didn't think about it like that. I appreciate it. That's a very cool way to look at it. So, yeah, H1Z1, as long as it's free, I'm going to keep playing that. I know that because I like that game's fun. So Corey Massey, just like Ark Survival, is dead on consoles. I didn't know that. I did not know that. All right, now how about this quarterback for Kansas City? He threw 6 touchdown passes today. Dude's in there playing Tecmo Bowl. So, all right, so we think it's been downgraded so that they can make it 1080p 60. But we've already had, so people have an Xbox One X to play 1080p 60 games, and PlayStation has been running 1080p 60 since the beginning of the generation. All right, but we keep hearing about how powerful it is, but it should not have to downgrade anything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play you in that FIFA, Ian. We're gonna get that. Damn, that's like that Alabama game last night. Oh yeah, I saw that shit. I mean, it was like 50-7 at halftime. I didn't even. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. And I think Ole Miss was leading for like the first drive. Didn't they score on the first drive? For Doom Raider. Well, I mean, again, there's nothing to defend. Tomb Raider and Forza are good games, but they're multi-plat games. So there's no reason to defend them. Those are multi-plat games. Forza is on PC. So should be able to do PUBG at 4K. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with PUBG. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I mean, people are like, I watched that new Predator movie. No, I did not like it, but you got to understand, the original Predator was so well done that they can't make it work anymore. It can't make that movie work. It never needed a sequel. Remember the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Spoiler alert, it got killed. So it died. It killed itself. So Alabama needs to play NFL teams at this point. I mean, they are very good. I know that. Now, that quarterback they got, my God. I mean, that quarterback is phenomenal. So what was the final score, Corey Massey? It was 49-7 at halftime. They said Ole Miss's whole stadium had just walked out at halftime. They went back. And I tailgated at Ole Miss. I mean, I'm telling you all right now, if you ever go down south during football season, go tailgate at Ole Miss. They start tailgating on Thursday. They tailgate on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like all damn day. I ate so much pulled pork and shrimp, I hurt myself down there. So, Xbox fans are now calling Bluehost a shit developer. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, I'm here trying to get to the bottom of this. We need Inspector Messiah on this. So I'm going to find out what the hell's going on with PUBG. So, because this is pathetic. The world's most powerful console, 6 is greater than 4. Why is PUBG being downgraded? The Messiah is now on the case, and I will get to the bottom of it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to work hard for you. I'm going to make sure I get the proper tech guys on. I'm going to effort J-Dub City. I'm going to effort to get Savage Uger. I need to have a tech guy show. That way I can go ahead and we can talk about the Subor Z console. And then we're going to talk about the this PUBG thing. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get on off here because I got to put my pizza in the oven. I got to go to work in the morning. Big shout out to all you guys. I love you all, but a brother has got to go. I've got to go. Well, you can't put Professor Craig. I don't know much about PCs. So I need PC guys on, and they're going to have to really explain this, but I will try to get you the most accurate information on this fuckery that's going on with PUBG. We will just get to the bottom of it, okay? That's all I can say. I mean, I'm on the case. The Messiah has been called to figure out why, if 6 is greater than 4, it is the world's most powerful console. At least it was until the Subor Z console hit today or this weekend. It's no longer the world's most powerful console. But we need to find out why PUBG is being downgraded and on the world's most powerful console, because 6 is greater than 4. So I'm going to find out what's going on. So I need to put that on Twitter right now. So, I mean, any tech guy that wants to come on, I'm off on Wednesday. I am off on Wednesday. So if you want to come on Wednesday, just hit me up on Twitter. Direct message me. Do not send me no bullshit thing in the chat, in the comment thing like that. Just direct message me, and we are going to get to the bottom of it, because this Xbox deserves better than this. It deserves better than this. So, and I'm going to ask for better. So, all right. So that PC code doesn't work on your console. In the story. What PC code? All right, then. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Oh, what's going on, Royal Flush? How you doing, brother? But I'm going to get on off here. I got to drop my DiGiorno's in the oven. Yeah, so this podcast was brought to you all by DiGiorno's Pizza, because when the oven beeps, I got to put it in there. So you all take it easy. Stay blessed. I will talk to you all on Wednesday. I'm going to try to get a couple tech guys on the show, and we will get to the bottom of it, because something horrible has happened to PUBG, and we're going to find out right here, right now. Wednesday, we'll have answers. Take it easy, guys. Peace.